3 days after the country plunged into darkness for over 15 hours, the government is yet to identify the main cause.
A plan could trip. Our technical teams are analyzing the data. I did mention that I've just stopped by Suswa. We are analyzing the timestamps, the system logs, to look at what happened exactly, because those logs are captured in almost milliseconds. There is an event log for every activity, major activity that happens.
According to Energy CS Davis Chirchir, restoration of the Turkana wind power into the national grid was yet to take place, arguing that it is a due process.
That circuit breaker in your house, when it drips, you don't just go and return it. You try and find out what is the problem. And as we speak today, we have not returned the Lake Turkana wind farm into the grid. We are trying to analyze, was there a problem before we bring them back on.
Various electricity stakeholders are currently still engaged in blame games. On Saturday, in a statement, Kenya Power blamed the blackout on what they say was losing 270 megawatts of electricity generated from the Turkana wind power. But in a rejoinder, the said company distanced itself from the blackout, arguing that the conclusion that the grid system over voltage caused the issue is supported by preliminary reports and analysis undertaken by relevant independent industry stakeholders. According to Lake Turkana wind power, at the time the plant was forced to switch off, it was producing 270 megawatts out of the national total of 1,855 megawatts, which accounts to 14.6%.
The system demand at that time was at 1,855 megawatts at about 9:45, and to lose 270 was too heavy, because when there is so much demand and you lose so much, the system was basically securing itself by switching off. And sometimes it's better for the system to switch itself off than to burn down, because we could be talking about a situation where we don't have power for a whole, not 1 year, not 2 years. We need new investment.
The CS says by Wednesday, after going over the report, is when the country will know exactly what happened and will ensure that such will never occur again.
Let's confirm what is afflicting, where the challenge came from, correct that challenge and bring them back to the network. We know they are commercial interest. They are losing money. And even as we hold them back, we've invited them to come to Suswa to basically look at the audit log with us, and not for a blame game, but confirm where the challenge is coming from and correct that challenge and be able to secure our country together.
The government is also keen to put the issue of countrywide blackouts to a halt with a plan to invest in nuclear energy.
Tunatazamia vile tunavyoendelea kiuchumi kama Jamhuri ya Kenya and the world, that tunaweza tumia nuclear for power generation, na tunatazamia kwamba ifikapo mwaka 2034 2035 tutakuwa na the first nuclear power plant in Kenya ambayo itatusaidia kuweka base load.
Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.